2084.
2084?
Yep.
So not quite as high, but pretty high, huh?
Yep.
Pretty strong. So, and what about the interest rates?
They hold it, it's like 5.23%.
Which one?
The short term.
Which short term?
The Fed fund.
Federal funds?
Yes.
5 1/4?
Yep.
And any particularly noteworthy movement in the rates? No. A little drop in borrowing. So we'll stay tuned, right? We'll stay tuned. So what's the big dilemma? What's the big question? The big dilemma and the big question is the technology sector, is it going to continue to grow, or really was the surge in the 2000-2005 half decade, was that just really a recovery from the collapse in the early years of the decade, and now that the recovery's taken place, it really isn't going to grow as rapidly as it had? Next question, what about residential construction and automobiles? They look somewhat weaker. Are they going to turn down? If they do turn down, that will be reflected in the borrowing. There will be less borrowing. There will be a contraction in demand. So that's the big issue now. Now, those who are optimistic say, even if that happens, it won't be enough to hold the economy back. The consumer spending is going to be strong nonetheless. There are those, however, who say, wait a minute. This technology surge is not as strong as the one in the 90s. And we've seen a downturn in housing, and that is really more ominous than the optimists are willing to admit. So my own personal belief is that I am now with the gloomier people. I now agree more with the gloomier people than the less gloomy people. And for instance, what about the stock market? Well, will earnings continue to grow as rapidly as they have? I doubt it under these circumstances. What about the price-earnings ratio? Well, as we saw, the price-earnings ratio has fallen down to about 19. But what was the average in all the post-war years? Kevin? 15. So it isn't like the price-earnings ratio was low. So if earnings don't grow robustly, could be a problem. Now, have earnings grown robustly, or did earnings grow robustly from 2000 to 2005? Yes, very robust. Is it reasonable to assume they will continue to grow as robustly? I don't think so, with the weaknesses we just pointed out. So I'm somewhat cautious. I'm cautious now.